This is the T-90A, and it sucks. The T-90 is the third and newest generation of main battle tanks from Russia. Following the T-80 and T-72 series, it boasts great technological and physical improvements over its older predecessors. So why does it suck so much? Hey guys, TJ Big Burrito here. You may remember me from classic videos such as this clip from Mythbusters and this re-upload of a lotion commercial. I'm here to tell you all about the Multicrew Tank Combat 4 Gamepass that will literally rob you of your hard-earned cash. So a little background. I was working on my Multicrew Tank Combat 4 Gamepass tier list when this abomination was brought to my attention. It's a tier 3 Hawk exclusive main battle tank that requires a Gamepass to spawn. Now you might think, Gamepass. It must be pretty good, right?
Wrong!
Compared to the other tier 3 main battle tanks, it's the worst of the bunch, which is very surprising considering that it's a T-90 of all things. First, let's address what this is. At a whopping 400 Robux, the T-90A is one of the most expensive game passes you can currently buy at the moment. Only the Jumbo 76 and the private server commands match it in price. However, compared to the other two game passes, this one definitely feels like a scam. We must also not ignore the elephant in the room that is the T-90M, which is completely free. And while it may be tier 5 to use, you don't have to pay a single cent for it compared to the T-90A. There are also other tier 3 Hawk main battle tanks that are free to use as well, such as the T-72B3 and the T-80U, which is unlockable with the cash you get from leveling up. This game pass baffles me, as it's essentially a cheaper, watered down T-90M, but it doesn't even hold up to the quality of its fellow tier 3 main battle tanks. For the sake of parity, I've decided to compare the T-90A against the rest of the tier 3 Hawk main battle tanks and put them through the same test. For starters, let's compare the features of each tank. As you can see, all three tanks share the same main ammo types, commander gun ammo, and they all have thermal view for the commander. The T-72B3 and the T-90A share the same reload time, but the T-80U is just half a second shorter than the others. For the speed test, I drove each down a straight stretch of land on 3 separate maps, and I compared the times. The T-80U outclassed the other two by a country mile, due in part to its speed, acceleration, and extremely high top speed. The T-72B3 and the T-90A both finished with similar results, with times being around a second close to each other. And when it came to being able to reverse, the T-80U simply triumphs in that category, with the other two not even close. Now for some on-the-field testing. For our first test, the T-72B and the T-90A will be firing 2 AP rounds and 1 heat round at a base tier 1 M1 Abram. So to start off, the T-72B did a pretty good job. It set the Abrams on fire, and well, that's about it. And then for the T-90A, it set it on fire as well. So I would say they did about the same amount of damage to the Abrams, which is kind of expected. They're pretty much the same vehicle. For our damage test, we wanted to see how it would fare against a Leopard 2A4, which is a tier 2. So here's the T-72B3. And here's the T-90A. I want to say this was somewhat close. The T-72 definitely did worse because its turret ring was broken, and the T-90 surprisingly remained pretty unscathed, which is quite surprising. And to run the test with a more powerful tank, I decided to run the test with the M1A2 SEP-V3, which is a tier 5 tank. So here's the 72B3 again. And here's the T-90A again. Yeah, so very big difference here. Yes, the T-72 did catch on fire, but the T-90A was completely obliterated. Quite the vast difference here. So what have we learned from this video? Well, according to my testing, the T-90A just seems to be your typical tier 3 main battle tank. Maybe a little better or worse depending on how you view it. However, when you factor in the 400 Robux cost of it, average really just doesn't cut it. The T-90A has no unique quirks or features besides the different turret to stand out from the T-72B3. The T-90A doesn't have any of the nifty benefits of the T-80U either, such as the faster reload time and amazing reverse acceleration. This is even more appalling due to the fact that the T-80U is free to unlock. Compared to not only the other Gamepass vehicles, but its fellow Hawk Tier 3 main battle tanks as well, the T-90A in no way justifies its 400 Robux asking price. When you buy a tank for this much Robux, you should be getting a tank that not only differentiates itself, but also outclasses its free counterparts. There are tons of way better Gamepass tanks for much less that are a better value than this reskin of a T-72. So if you're looking to purchase a Gamepass tank soon, make sure to save your Robux and steer clear away from this one. Hey guys, I just wanted to say thanks for watching my video. It's been like 5 years since I made a video. So a special shout out to my friend Bluey because he helped me with some of the footage. And I just wanted to say thanks for watching to the end of the video. Yeah, it means a lot. And so I'll see you in the next video.